tank-only France. I already regret this. Because, yeah, today we are doing tank-only France. And because that will not be hard enough, I spiced the challenge up even further. Because on top of being attacked by the greatest military power with limited military factories and only being allowed to build the most expensive equipment there is, which is tanks, I will not allow myself to flip ideology. So I have to stay democratic. This will be interesting. And to spice things up, I even set myself a funny end goal. I think it's even funny if I don't announce it. But just know, to achieve that, I will not join any factions. So that makes the challenge, again, even harder. If I lose, I just lose. But you know what? Without further ado, Araman, historical, and go. So, 1936 France, our army, actually decent, but there's only one unit we're allowed to keep. And yeah, actually this time around, we can keep a unit, because this unit over here is pure tanks. So, first time ever, in the tank-only challenge, we actually have a division I'm allowed to keep, because it's by default over 50% hardness. Yeah, that's a rule I started with Italy for, I mean, very good reasons. The tank divisions in Italy are not tank divisions. So, I'm gonna mark this one as important. Go over to occupied territories and use this division. Because, yeah, we also have to use tanks for garrison. I always loved that part of the challenge. And army-wise, I'm gonna drag out the divisions I'm allowed to keep and delete everything else. Could have just transformed it into this tank division. Yes, but I would be in a huge equipment deficit for an enormously long time. And I do kind of want to garrison Africa because it is at least some industry and population. So why not? Focus-wise, this challenge was basically impossible until I remembered this part of the focus tree exists. And you can do it without going communist. For some reason, this path is just way stronger, especially militarization-wise, than this. While over here, you get like industry bonuses and nice modifiers. Over here, you just straight up get military factories, like a lot. We're just gonna do that side. Why not? And yeah, we're gonna start with that. Let's go. Production-wise, you will be surprised to hear that day one, we're gonna build military factories. I'm not joking. We will need so much military factories. Let's just build them. And France, not gonna lie, has surprisingly well-built infrastructure. I mean, in real life, that might have just helped the Germans to go into France, but in this game, it helps us. Research-wise, let's be boring. Engineering and production. Really need to build those factories and equipment, so very good research. And on top of that, we only have 3 research slots, so researching faster might be a good thing. On top of that, radio is also very good, so that's that. Production-wise, very important. I'm gonna put everything into tanks. We're not gonna build anything else than this tank in the beginning. The only thing I'll keep around is guns and trucks. That's it. We're not even gonna build any kind of air force right now. We will have an air force later, I guarantee you that. I'm not gonna go into anti-air tanks again. I've like done this a little bit too much lately. But yeah, we need this. And we have like 8 factories, so this is not a lot, but it is something. I think while we wait for the first focus, let's just talk about our spirits, which are very bad. This joint government basically makes it unable for us to get any kind of political power because plus 0.8 daily political power cost, that's a lot. We make like 0.2 political power. That's a fifth of what Germany gets. Actually, that's a lie. It's probably a seventh because Germany actually has a modifier that gives them more. Yeah, reforming our nation is not gonna be easy. And with the first focus done, we firstly get the choice to act to the remilitarization with having 5 useless tank divisions in the field right now. I would say we do a diplomatic objection and not gonna escalate any further with that. Focus-wise, we have to fix the spirit I just mentioned. So we have to go down to here, then we have to wait a year, and we can do this focus. Basically, giving us political power again. This is horrible. But to do that, we need to go down here, giving us a kind of bad modifier, but this modifier blocks the strike events. And on top of that, we can lay down just remove it, but not yet. Because if we remove it now, it just gets strikes again. Kind of have to fix our nation before that, but let's take it. And here we go. This is an event you get around 90% of the time. Didn't get it at my first test run, but since then, I always got it. So basically, this allows us to get early mobilization, which is huge. Because right now we are a civilian economy, and it would cost us 150 political power to get to early mobilization. And I haven't spent any political power the entire game. We're at 24 now. This is not good. So this is just huge. Let's take it. So reform the labor laws are done, giving us a bad modifier that at least gives us a little bit of stability. Not gonna lie, it's the first focus we have to do to get down here, so we don't really have a choice. We have to do it. And in return later on, we get amazing amounts of military factories. And over here, we can literally just revoke it. We just shouldn't do it right now. Anyways, talking aside, let's review our foreign policy for 120 political power. That is huge. Let's take it. But I do have to say I'm not the biggest fan that all of these focuses are 70 days, which is like, I don't know, coming out of a lot of focuses that were 35 days. Maybe I'm spoiled, but this takes forever. This is just... And now that this is done, let's buy ourselves ourselves more time, which means we'll basically just drop everyone in Europe that we guaranteed the independence of. Yeah, we're definitely the good guys. I mean, over here we could also do this, which basically makes us a faction and invites everyone, but for two reasons I don't want to do that. Firstly, when Czechoslovakia gets attacked, we are not ready yet to fight because we will not have enough tank divisions for all front lines. On top of that, I don't want to have a faction. As I told before, there's a reason for that, and I don't want to explain it now. I think it will be funny if I just show it at the end. Anyways, let's buy ourselves some time. And with the political power we gained, I'm gonna get myself a silent workhorse. He allows us to get a little bit more political power, and with a little bit, I mean a lot. We go from 0.2 to 0.55, which is more than double. The rest of our political power, I will spend into an army offense, not defense, offense specialist. Why offense? Because later on I want to attack. I mean, now I don't, because I literally can't. But after we defended for a little bit, I do want to return the favor. And talking about our current light tank we're building, it is really not good. This tank is bad. But later on, I will upgrade this tank. But for now, we really have to fill up our garrison. So I'm just going to keep building this tank for now. And with buy time done, we're going to immediately strengthen the government for weekly stability and later on allowing us, once the modifier timed out, to remove this joint government, which is still horrible. So let's do that. And yeah, from my own experience, I thought about doing industry before I do that, but political power is very important, especially as France, where you get a lot of things to do with political power, what exactly you will see later. So this actually is more important than industry right now, which sounds stupid, but you will see. And now, with strength and government done, we're not gonna start with this. No, we have enough world tension, so we're gonna do begin rearmament for 4 military factories. That is a lot, but not gonna lie, we need them. We're right now looking at 17, which is already way more than what we started as, but compared to Germany, which is around, let's say 28, it's nothing. And they use more things than just tanks, so yeah. Spain requests aid. We pay political power and gain communist support. How about no? Talking about communist support, these focuses over here I just ignored. Political violence goes away after a while anyway, so doing this focus is a waste of 70 days and it really doesn't do anything. And intervene in Spain is pretty optimistic when your only division looks like that. Anyways, this focus is done. Let's finally do industry. Nationalize key industries for a less inefficient economy. Very important here, better factory output. The -20, horrible. And finally we have some political power again, so let's get the war industrialist. 10% faster construction speed, I take that. We do be building mills very fast, but it has to be faster. We're 25 now, and we need so much more. So let's get so much more. Form the state arsenals, giving us 4 military factories. Very good. Yeah, this side of the focus tree for some reason is just so much better for getting industry. Oh no, the Hindenburg. I don't know. It's just wild how good it is. And look at that. Political violence just got removed. That's it. You really don't need to do the focus. It literally just costs you stability for no reason and waste 70 days that we really don't have. So just ignore it. And with that over here done, giving us once again a lot of mills, we can do this over here. Basically not giving us mills, but giving us decisions to get mills via political power. Very good focus. Let's do it. And slowly but surely, we do be catching up with garrison. So reforming the tank template is very soon possible. Before that, I just think it's very wasteful because, you know, putting good tanks into Africa is just why? And I'm saying good tanks. We're not going to build actual good tanks. We're just going to build good enough tanks. And for that, we might get better guns, but that's it. We could be start producing things we need later again because we do have a lot of tanks now. And at some point, I would like to use support equipment. I would like to use anti-air and I would like to use towed artillery. And at some point, the Germans will bomb all of our trains. So I'm just going to build those, give all of those one factory once it's built, and then put the rest into tanks again. We do be militarizing really fast. 33, all I'm saying. Basically the same as Germany. But Germany can cheat. They just take factories from other nations. Pretty unfair, not gonna lie. But what we can do right now is get a guy for Air Force, because I do want to build that at some point, and build a spy agency. Do we really need it? No, but I do like to know when Germany attacks. I do kind of know when, but just to be safe, why not? It's a few days where we get less factories. And focus tree-wise, we also done over here, so let's finally remove inefficient economy, which is actually a very bad modifier, and I'm happy to get rid of it. Turkey asks for this province over here. It has nothing inside of it, and not a lot of population. So sure, here, Turkey, have fun. You're welcome. I don't want to have a global conflict over that. I have other problems. And yeah, MIO-wise, I'm just gonna queue up. You didn't know you can do that with with shift. All of that over here. That's how this looks. And that's basically my setup here. I hope that helps. I do try to show most of the things I do, but I have a very fast editing style, so I am sorry if I don't show everything. I don't want to bore you. So garrison is filled up. I would say let's finally reform this tank. It's kind of expensive now, but should help. So let's build it. General work council is done. Let's do national champions for 4 military factories and 4 civilian factories. This focus is busted. So yeah, let's take it. I'm not complaining. This might be one of the best focuses in HOI4. Like, no joke. In the background, we lost strength and government support, which means next focus, we can do this. Very good. Yugoslavia asked for planes. You know what? You can have my outdated bombers. Have fun. And we get a good industry boost. I'll take it. And with national champions done, let's do defense stratagems. And oh no, Germany got themselves a little bit of more industry. Not good. They're now looking at 35, I would say. We are at 43. We have more mills than Germany. And you know what? To make my tanks even cheaper, I'm gonna research Maintenance Company 2 for easy maintenance. More reliability, less production cost. Amazing tank upgrade. So, focus is done. Let's finally reform the army. And yes, we're gonna go down aggressive focus. And I would say let's risk it and get rid of this bad modifier. I think we have enough stability now, so this should be no problem. I'm now very carefully waiting if we get a strike event or not. Okay, we didn't get a strike so far, so I'm gonna say we were lucky. And we have our full industry now working at its highest capacity. That is very good. I mean, there's some more industry focuses we can do over here, but we don't really have time for most of them. And getting our military reformed and getting rid of victories of the Great War is actually right now more important than getting a few more civilian industry and maybe a few more mills down here, which is like at the end of this. So yeah, this is more worth it right now. And this focus down here, by the way, just gives conversion speed and cheap economic laws. My opinion, that's not worth 70 days, so yeah. And because I haven't talked about them yet, here's the decisions I talked about where we can basically trade political power into military factories. And I'm gonna do that now. So let's get the most I can get right now, 450 political power, which is 3, giving us 3 military factories. That's a pretty good trade. We have more military factories as Germany right now after Anschluss, but we still have a tank-only army, so this sadly doesn't mean a lot. And aggressive focus is done. Let's do Battle of Maneuver, giving us Charles de Gaulle as a theorist. Way cheaper mobile warfare doctrine cost. Very good. And yeah, I think Germany's doing Sudetenland. I have a feeling. So, last political power is invested. And yeah, we get good amounts of political power now. 1.2 is like the opposite of what we had at the beginning. Oh yeah, the media conference. I'm so sorry. But with that focus done, let's get motorized focus. The truck production is actually quite nice, but I just want to get down here. While we wait for that, we can now get... Actually, it's too expensive because I just built all of the factories. So I guess we'll wait. We do get political power quite fast now, so this should be good. And you know what? Because 1939 is becoming very close, I'm gonna extend our fortifications like a good France would and build a little bit of a bunker line here. Same with Italy, plus full anti-air, so they just can't bomb it. Because we will have enough tanks. We did build a good amount of them, but we won't be able to stop the Germans alone. Not at the moment. So we have the political power. I'm finally gonna get him. And this allows me to at least cheaper change to mobile warfare. We still have the very bad modifier. The doctrines are way more expensive than they should be, but this should make it at least a little bit cheaper. So let's go over here and let's get motorization drive, which basically allows us to edit our template for free. Because if you haven't noticed, our tank division hasn't really changed. We have to reform this now. So I'm gonna create this guard division, which will stay unchanged, and edit this one. We still need a bit more army experience to add motorized, but for now we can at least add tanks. Yeah, it is free to add motorized and tanks if you already have added it to the division. It's a weird logic, I know, but you basically see the -5 have been reduced, which would make it normally free, but adding a unit for the first time to a division costs 25. But you know what? Let's start recruiting, because otherwise we just have no tank divisions when we need them, and that sounds scary. And yeah, we're missing a lot of tanks, so yeah, that's why we built the wall. And with that focus over here done, making it way cheaper to research new light tank models, we can finally do army reform, removing our horrible modifier and making it even cheaper to get 2 land doctrines. Pretty good. Let's do it. And yeah, Czechoslovakia just disappeared, so yeah, it's kind of looking grim. And we have like 5 tank divisions that I probably have to trade because they're currently green. It's not looking good. We do be missing like 5,000 tanks. That's for maybe a strong enough army. We are caught up with tanks in around 250 days, but still scary. So focus is done. I think the last thing we really need to fix is this over here, which basically removes our full employment spirit, which doesn't sound so bad until you go to war economy army and get out of nowhere a very bad modifier. Yeah, let's fix that. And we're gonna start with boring Algiers. And Italy joined the Axis. Let's go. It's not looking good. But would you look at that? We actually have a few tank divisions. Not enough, but something. And Switzerland wants to help. Let's go. In the background, I'm also researching very much up-to-date planes. Actually, future planes. And when that's done, I'm also gonna start building an air force. This is gonna be so helpful. Romania joined the Axis. Yay. You know what? Let's go to partial mobilization. That could help. And Poland happened. That was early. The good thing is we're not in the Allies. we never joined the Allies, so we're not in the war yet. We have like half a year more, not a lot of time, and then Germany will just attack us. Yeah, don't feel safe. This is not the time to start feel safe. This is still time to panic. And we're missing 1,200 tanks. Yeah, we should start to feel scared because Germany now has a lot of mills and we have 56, which is still a lot for France at the time, but yeah, that's why we're building the fortifications. This will not be enough otherwise. And while that is going on, let's encourage immigration. Should fix that for now. Also gonna get myself an army logistics specialist because our tanks over here are not having a great time. But overall, we are pretty good in time because this plane is now finished. A lot of tanks are also finished. Oh my god, we could actually win this. Meaning, we can build the very expensive plane with the very expensive CAS and remove a few mills from the tank production. That will hurt. And I think we got this. Yeah, we're building planes now. Look at that. Very soon we're building mills again because our fortifications are up. This is hopeful enough, but I'm actually pretty optimistic. 5 to level 6 forts over here. This over here is a very much of a point they like to attack. And level 3 forts over in Italy, which is not as strong. But Germans will start to come over here once they are better built out. So still need to defend this. And on the side, we can actually do doctrines now because we reformed our army. I think we're about to remove our last bad modifier. I mean, you have the Maginot line, which is still kind of bad. But yeah, I think we got everything. Just had to sacrifice all of Europe. I would say now, let's finally devalue the franc and do the industry focuses over here. Germany, hello. Yeah, the war has started. My air force is not really ready yet, but I will go into interception to kind of calm down their ability to cast me. And I think we should have this. I did have to give up Calais, but that should be that. The Allies won't be in their faction, but as I said, I don't want to join the Allies. What I can do is remove the availability of them to do anything over here. So we are now naval landing safe. And yeah, hope that we can hold out the first few pushes so we have a chance. Italy is holding, but that's actually not hard. Germany is probably right now planning, which is going to be way harder because they also have medium tanks. We don't. What we could try is to add anti-air. Yeah, let's do that. It is something. And it has started. And those pushes look very scary. What we should definitely do now is remove the fallback line. I forget that all the time, don't ask me why. And turn it into an actual attack order for gaining more bonuses. Same with Italy. In the background, I would say let's go to war economy. This feels very good that we build mills this fast now. And hold out. This is scary. Yeah, but so far looking really so good. Just gotta make sure to import oil. Otherwise, this is gonna end bad. We're losing fuel on a very fast rate. Now it's recovering. Very good. But I would say so far, actually, so good. The Italians will take over that. You know, I can't really stop that. It's just how it is. But yeah, I feel like most of Africa should be safe. And we are holding out at the extended Maginot line, which is very good. Because my air force is not ready yet. Like, not at all. You know what? Let's hold elections. I believe in democracy. Let's also immediately bash down on communism. Goodbye. Wait, what? I never had that. Is it because the communists got a certain amount of support? Political violence is back. I'm gonna try to fix political violence by just removing it this way, but I have no idea why it's back. I really hope we don't get a civil war. But I will get myself armored trains because the Germans are casting my trains. I don't like that. We lost like 50 trains. This is not good. Yeah, thank you, Switzerland. That is, wow, neutrality at its finest. What is this message? Hungary as our enemy in the German-New Zealand war. What's it called? The German-New Zealand war? What is that? Okay, yeah, the Germans have arrived down here. How about last stand and drop like a few more not at all ready tank divisions just to hold out. At the same time, I do think we need a better supply hub over here. Gotta waste industry for that. That kind of sucks. And let's go. We got an armor specialist. Finally, we didn't have that. I don't know why you don't start with an armor specialist in France. We now have one. Yeah, most of our leaders are becoming really good. Still slowly, because the Germans are not really attacking over here. I might just fortify that a little bit too much. But seeing this over here now, I think that was the right choice because this over here really hurts. And thinking about also having that over here with very limited tank production right now because I have to build the Air Force up. It would suck. It would just suck. And I really want to push here. That is wild. But they're really bad supplied now, which is, oh my god, finally. Finally. I also got myself air support over here, so that might actually be very good. And the cast of my cast for once. Can we? Yeah, let's cast him a little bit. Give him a little bit of their own medicine. But this guy's just becoming a god now. This is crazy. But it does feel like they're trying to distract from the main front line, which nearly worked, but I did have an eye on it. And finally, 4th research slot. I did kind of rush this down directly, but I don't really control Algiers right now. So investing into that doesn't make a lot of sense. But I do control all of these colonies, which means I can get a lot of industry from them. So yeah, we might get a lot of civilian factories here. In the end, same with military factories. All the investments you did over here convert into military factories. So I'm also waiting for those. Gonna be very good. And finally, we have armored trains. I did lose a lot of trains. The Germans, they are very trying to supply block me, but I'm not allowing it. I am not. Oh my god, we're trading really well, by the way. The Germans are losing so many fighters right now. I might actually get air dominance just by KD. Because production-wise, they outproduce me. They have 100 more mills than me. This is wild. But once I do the Soviet war, I should have actually an easy time. Because if you look at the KD, I lost 30k. The Germans lost 250 just to me. And the Italians are just endlessly running against me in the United Kingdom. So that's Italians for you. But what I should definitely do is finally add those extra divisions I never got to. And hey, finally, light tank is researched. I'm gonna research even more speed. And we can now, next upgrading anti-air, look at our way better light. Oh my god, with 117% reliability. Oh, okay, improving this tank now. Still have way too much reliability, by the way. This is wild. I should actually remove this. Yeah, still over 100%. But we now have easy maintenance on top of a newer tank, on top of smoke launchers, which is good for defense and breakthrough, plus more armor. So yeah, our tank basically costs the same and is way better. So you know what? Let's build it. It is literally only 1 point more expensive. That is actually really good. The only downside is this completely reset our production. When I don't do less than 50%, yeah, that's not good. But we need to modernize. Otherwise, we just can't win this. And our KD with the planes is actually wild. What is this? And down here, we're actually doing amazing cast damage. It's actually, when they all attack, it's wild. Yeah, look at that. 15, 14. Very good. Okay, I think very soon we have air supremacy because those losses are not sustainable. And my industry is really ramping up now. Like, I'm completely filled up with everything now. I would say the moment they attack the Soviet Union, we can just crumble the Germans. Jokes aside, I think with those forces over here, only having to deal with half of the Germans on the front, we will do wild encirclements. Like crazy. The only downside I really have over here, and that's a luxury complaint, is that I built so many forts that the Germans didn't really attack me. So their equipment is still pretty decent, sadly. We just have air dominance now. Oh, okay, that is good. I'm happy that paid out. But yeah, it's now so bad that I lost 37k troops, while the Germans lost to me more than 500,000, and the Italians even more than that. So overall, not a lot of French people are dying in this war. It's just wild. I'm just showing off how true defense can be achieved. And industry focus-wise, we're about to get 6 civilian industry. Let's go. And Japan declared war on me. And here we go. Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact broken. That should mean a lot of the German divisions go away. Oh yeah, they do. That also means I can have a lot of fun now. So, oh my god, the supply I'm destroying is actually wild. Anyways, I would say let's go in. Look at that encirclement. 20 German divisions, a lot basically. Goodbye. Yeah, they're all gone now. This is so good. 56k losses. Germany, 823k. And we're not done yet. Next encirclement, also gone. And yeah, basically just quote-unquote liberating the Benelux. I mean, I'm not in the Allies. You're not really getting free, but I'm being part of a democratic nation, which is basically freedom, right? I'm sure that the Benelux states are happy to be French. There's like nothing the European community has anything against French people, so they're probably just welcomed with open arms. And we're getting really down to doctrines. This is good. I think we're even nearly done with plain doctrines. See, this is going so good at the moment. It's like at 1 million now. I was wondering why I struggle so hard over here. Then I noticed I have no fuel at the moment. That's why my tank divisions are just not working at all. Yeah, crazy. Out of nowhere, they're good again. I lost too much equipment at that mistake. That was stupid. Oh my god, I got so many mill factories from this. And now we can also get global investments for resource gain efficiency. You know what? Let's do that. I'm gonna proclaim the Benelux campaign a success. Even though we lost around 200k men now, it is quite high, but the Germans lost 1.4 million. So you know what? Let's push. Yep, works. Sadly, I can't really do a compliance government in Germany, so I actually have to win against them. But I think we got this. Okay, push in Italy going very well. I'm just pushing now because the UK did that, and I actually want to own all of Italy. So yeah, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, why Italy? Why? I do hope I get the puppet, which would make this a lot easier. easier, but we shall see. We did get all the doctrines done I wanted, so that is good. Civil War, and I got it. I got all the allied land. This is actually very lucky. And the other Italy capitulated. Yeah, this is the best outcome of this, because this way I got all the land plus the Italy. Very good. Sad news, they kind of blocked me from going into Germany here, so yeah. But we haven't talked about how I have no tanks left anymore because of the last push. Yeah, I'm pushing into Germany while also garrisoning it with tanks. They're expensive, but I did hold out. And the best thing is they're starting to attack me now because I'm weakened, which means they will have a bad time. And I do build like 61 tanks right now a day, which is enormous. Looking at 152 mils now versus Germany's around 170. But we did got the Rhine, so, you know, just saying, good industry. Just gotta give Italy the states back because I really don't want to garrison them. So expensive. Yeah, welcome to Berlin. I kind of beeline, but my tanks are so fast that I couldn't just not do it. It was just too attractive not to do. Gotta be honest. I do be loving the speed of light tanks. This is crazy. And the encirclements I can do are wild. Oh, this is so good. Goodbye. And another huge encirclement. That is actually really juicy. Yeah, I think my war participation through this should go up pretty well. 44. I would have loved to be at 60, but we shall see if I get it even higher. That is so many troops, by the way. Goodbye. So losses-wise, before the Axis completely collapse, we're looking at 620k losses on my side and 3.6 million on the Germans and 1 million from the Italians. It is kind of wild. It's kind of wild how much tanks preserve lives on my army. I'm not complaining. And the war is over. We'll see what I can do.
Later.
So, peace treaty is done, but we're not done yet because the Soviets took a lot of the stuff that I want. Basically, the German states. And I think at this point, you basically know where this is going. As a huge thing at the end, I want to realize European unity and create the European Union. But for that, you need all the Italian states and all the German states. And I had slightly not enough points to take this and that over here. So yeah, I basically have to defeat the Soviet Union now, which will suck. But I don't really have a choice. Good thing is, I only have to defeat the Soviet Union because I couldn't attack the Allies. They have not generated any world tension. And they're the same ideology. But the Soviet Union, on the other hand, they have. So let's take care of them. Oh, we're also at war with Japan still. True. I forgot about that part. But they're also fighting Japan now, so they should be dead any second now. But not gonna lie, it does feel good to win this war early 1943. That is quite fast. And funnily enough, right now, I could join the Allies. Because I didn't join the Allies because I wanted the Benelux. If I would have been part of the Allies, I would have just liberated the land. This way, I didn't. But now, that doesn't matter anymore, and I could join, but I think that would be boring. So for now, I'm just not gonna do it, and we shall see what happens. So I would say, let's go in. Yeah, so far, looking very good. And then encirclements are also pretty good. Oh my god. Yeah, goodbye Soviet troops. These tanks are fast, not gonna lie. And that's Romania gone. Probably Bulgaria in a second gone. Yup. Meaning the only real Comintern member left is Denmark. So, yeah, we did a pretty good cleanup over there. And the losses look like 70k on my side, 1 million on the Soviet Union. And that's just the Soviet Union, not counting anyone else here. Oh, great. Wait, how can the Soviets send troops over there? I don't have naval dominance. That is bad. But it did turn out to just be 3 kills, so I'm not complaining. Upside of having a tank army that is really fast. You know what? I'm done with this. You will lose your Denmark rights now. No more free naval stationing. So just gonna go for the attack order in Denmark. Kind of forgot I had a bigger one too. It's just destroying the Soviet Union now. Oh, Japan is gone. I have like no war participation, so I'm just gonna, you know, gonna steal like 1 ship. Thank you. Yep, it looks horrible. East and West Germany, we now have a North and South Japan. Great. If I see right, I know there's a 3rd Japan. Okay, no comment. Germany at war again. Do they mean the Soviet Germany, which is like just this part of Silesia? Yeah, they're at war again. The good news is we do outproduce the Soviet Union right now, especially if we get more compliance over time. On the other side, getting compliance is very expensive, especially with tanks. So this will take a while. But we have like 36% in some German states. That's pretty good. So I just checked the Comintern, and what do I see here? Chile. Why is Chile in the Comintern? Why are they a major power? You know what? I actually need very limited amount of states here. Next time the Allies ask me if I want to join them, I'm just gonna say yes. Because Argentina and Brazil are in the Allies. And I don't want to deal with Chile. I'm so done with this. The encirclement, though, pretty good. I don't have to ask the Allies, by the way. I could just do this focus. Yeah, just go with Britain now. Come on. You like me, Britain. You know it. You like me. We're both democratic. You know, just saying. By the way, I got the tank situation under control. Resistance is still not great, but it's going up. You gotta just see Czechoslovakia. Oh my god, what is going on there? Here, Czechoslovakia get martial law, bro. Or the allies just ask me to join without an event. That also works. So, you want to join? Yes, you want to, right? Here we go. Welcome, allies. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Let's push. So, if I'm not wrong, we have all of the German core states now. I could form the European Union right now. And I can also right now annex Italy. So yeah, I have everything for the European Union. There's just one problem. Italy has divisions that I will get when I annex them that are breaking the rules and I can't delete. So, annexing them is something I have to do right at the end of the challenge. Otherwise, I would just feel too bad. It would just not be the spirit of the challenge. So for now, I have to live with not having any cores anywhere, even though I could get them all right now. But you know what? I called them the allies, so that is a bonus. I'm not complaining, I think. You know what I'm gonna miss with the Soviet Union here? Being able to make compliance governments. But we got Moscow, so that's something. Why are they losing in Chile? Tanks are here now. That should solve Chile. Just gonna let them do this now while we do that. Oh yeah, I looked back and not gonna lie, this looks a lot better already. My tanks did do a good job, I guess. But that's what you get, Chile, for being in between me and my imaginary goal. Yeah, deserved. And that's a nice encirclement. Oh, Chile's gone, finally. Oh my god. Yeah, only the Soviet Union left. Certainly not just an only. Oh, I actually love the allies. They took a Leningrad from the other side. Oh my god. It's actually really good. So, we might actually end this soonish. Oh yeah, I completely forgot that there's an entire theater in Japan because of the north and south situation. But I do kind of hope that the naval line in Vladivostok, that would save a lot of pain. I mean, I could just prepare it. Let's not gonna lie. Gonna take a while anyways. So, naval landing is ready. Let's try it out. I'm not the only one trying it out. What? So, I wasn't able to land, but I was able to build a port over here. Yeah, with supply, this is doable. Please tell me that's the war over. No, they still have 5%. Why? Why is there now a second Italy? What is this? How much troops does it have? Nearly nothing. Come on, Italy, just defeat them, please. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. But if you're already doing that, you know, sure. I'm also gonna join this war. So they join a common turn, and we can easily get this over with. Let's end this. And yeah, I built nukes in the background. I'm kind of done with this, not gonna lie. Yep, war over. Thank you. So, peace treaty is over. Italy, goodbye. Giving me all of these glorious units where I can't delete most of them, so yep. And I basically got everything but Kiev, which is still under the Soviet Union. Yeah, I love AI peace treaties. Anyways, let's realize European unity. And I would say that's my proposal for what if France won World War I mod. There you go. That's my proposal. And the game has quote-unquote officially ended right now. And I will not move any more troops. But I would like to see how much manpower we get and how much industry if I let a few days pass. European unity, very good. Industry-wise, we have 370 civs and 600 mills. Oh, good. Yeah, we have achieved real European unity. Just forget like Poland and Hungary. We didn't got everything, but we got most. This was my division, plus garrison. These are all the horrible Italian stuff I can partially not delete. Yippee. And I would say, my patrons, I love you. Until next time, bye.